The Balinese community views rice as a gift from God and a symbol of life. For thousands of years, the Balinese people have been growing rice and cultivating the beautiful rice terraces of Bali, where three kinds of rice are grown: white rice, black rice, and red rice. The white rice is the most common one, while the red rice is much rarer and more expensive. Rice is a staple food in Bali, and it has strong ties to the Balinese culture. The cycle of rice growth pretty much sets the tone for much of the traditional Balinese life.
There are many gorgeous rice fields all over Asia, but what makes the Balinese rice terraces so unique is the Subak irrigation system, which even made it to the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list. The Subak system is a manifestation of the Trihita Karana philosophy that is part of the Balinese culture.
This philosophy is intertwined in almost every aspect of everyday life in Bali, from Balinese architecture and daily offerings and rituals to the Subak water system. The fertile soil of Bali combined with the humid tropical climate is a match made in heaven for agricultural crops. All of these crops are watered with the help of the Subak system, which combines spiritual, natural, and social elements.
The members of the Subak manage the water supply for the farming community to provide enough water for rice and other crops for the Balinese community's welfare. It is, in fact, one of the most effective methods in the world for managing rice crops. The Subak system consists of canals and weirs through which the water from natural springs flows through Bali's water temples and from there to the rice fields. Due to the social democratic aspect of the Subak system, between 50 to 400 representatives of different Balinese communities jointly help to manage the water flow in Bali.
They are working together for the good of the community instead of thinking of the individual farmer. Therefore, despite the uneven terrain and distance from the source of water, all of Bali's rice fields can get their equal shares of water. This ancient system has helped shape Bali's landscape for over 1,000 years, and thanks to it, wherever you'll go, you will see beautiful agricultural crops all over the island. Even nowadays, most of the agricultural lands are still farmed in a sustainable way by local communities with the help of the Subak system. For more information about the Subak irrigation system,
these terraces are truly remarkable and are still maintained with the help of the ancient Subak system. Situated in the middle of a small valley and surrounded by lush vegetation, the view of Tegallalang in the early morning hours will surely take your breath away. These were the first rice paddies we visited in Bali, and you could hear our oohs and ahs from afar.
Climbing up and down the terraces, wandering around the narrow paths, looking up at the gorgeous coconut and banana trees, it was a great introduction to the breathtaking views of the island of the gods. The unique terrain here offers plenty of opportunities to take gorgeous photos, and the luscious vegetation enhances the beauty of the rice terraces. We are not fond of selfies and swings, but if you are, this is one of the best places to get your picture taken swinging above the rice fields or posing with Love Bali signs. Tegallalang should definitely be on your Bali rice fields bucket list. However, as gorgeous as these paddies are, they are probably the most touristy rice terraces on the island.
Other than mesmerizing views, you will also encounter many other tourists, at least one drone, a few bloggers in colorful flowy dresses posing amongst the rice paddies, and locals who will try to sell you corny souvenirs or ask for donations. As always, there are pros and cons in these kinds of places, so decide for yourself whether to visit Tegallalang or skip it. We think you should definitely visit it if you have the time, since they are unique in their structure and quite small. They are truly magnificent and located so close to Ubud.
The Tegalalang Rice Terraces are the most famous rice fields in Bali, and for good reason. The lush, green valley is stunning to look at, especially just as the sun rises over the valley in the morning. Besides the rice fields, there are the famous Bali swing and Love Bali sign that make for good photo spots. Tegallalang is one of the more touristy rice terraces on the island, so you can expect to run into big group of tourists, especially during the peak hours before noon.
Rendang is a small mountain village in the Karangasem Regency. The rice terraces here are quite easy to spot when you're traveling by the area, and they are no less stunning than Tegallalang. The area has a few rivers running through it and has many intricate stone statues and temples lining the roadsides. If you're here, make sure you also visit the Tegallalang White Water Rapids, which is in the same countryside.
Listed as a UNESCO Cultural Heritage Site, the Tegalalang Rice Terraces are located on the southern slopes of the Batukuru mountain range in Tabanan, West Bali. It covers an area over 600 hectares, which makes it the largest in Bali. The large paddy fields give you an expansive view of uninterrupted greenery no matter where you look. The fields are managed by the local village cooperative, and entrance to the main area requires a fee that supports to cooperative.
Located in the Karangasem Regency in East Bali, the Sidemen rice fields are set among calm rural villages. Sidemen is a short drive away from Klungkung and Besaki temples, making it a popular stop for visitors on the temple tour route. There are various paddy tours here where you can walk through the fields and learn about the local produce. A unique souvenir from the village is the traditionally dyed weavings known as songket and indek.
Munduk, in North Bali, is famous for its waterfalls and local produce. While it's not as well known as other rice terraces further south, it's just as stunning. The rice terraces here are arranged at a gentler slope in a charming countryside, with trees all around them. While you're here, be sure to check out the local fruits such as durians and bananas.
Located in Tabanan Regency close by to Tegallalang, Pupuan is a small farming village with various produce. You can find many other nearby farms growing durians, cocoa, coffee, and other tropical fruits. There are also various paths to be explored which will lead you to beautiful streams and waterfalls.
Kekaran is one of the lesser-known rice terraces in Bali. The rice fields here extend for kilometers into the jungle in the distance, and all the way, there's a small river running by the fields. Located in Badung Regency, Kekaran is one of the closer rice fields to Bali's tourist hub.
The best time to visit the rice fields is in general early morning or late afternoon during dry season. Good shoes are always a wise move, as is bringing an umbrella or a raincoat if it's rainy season. If you want to hike through the rice fields, hiring a guide is recommended but not always necessary. When encountering local villagers and farmers, donations are always highly appreciated. Don't take anything, except for photos, and leave only footprints.